Narcissists have children simply to extract supply from these children. To the narcissist, a child is nothing more than an inanimate object. So there's nothing more selfish or self-centered that you could do than to bring another being into the world simply to serve yourself. Narcissists do not know how to bond or connect with the child or love the child, so therefore, when a baby comes into the world, it's almost like they're staring at this thing like bewildered on like what to even do with this thing. I mean, that's literally how disconnected they are. And, as we know, children need large amounts of attention and care. They obviously don't know how to do anything. They just came into the world. They have to learn everything. And if one or more of their parents are a narcissist, they're just looking at this thing as something that they could toy with and extract supply out of. I mean, it's utterly sickening. That's why I did another video saying that all narcissists should be sterilized. And I actually stand by that statement because they're doing a disservice to the world by bringing another being into the world that they don't have the capacity to care for properly. Therefore, they should not be allowed to have children. And they're going to just abuse the children, as we know. So, sadly, the golden child usually ends up becoming a narcissist themselves, and then, then we have one more monster in the world to deal with. So, and then the scapegoat would be utterly traumatized and abused as well. So it's completely unfair to the children, to bring them into the world under these circumstances. So, I mean, they do see the children as an extension of themselves, as a being to serve the narcissist and the narcissist needs. So you have this diabolical Satan spawn at the helm of a being that their brain is not even formed yet. Your brain is not even formed till I think 25 years old. So I can only imagine the absolute confusion and psychological damage that would put on a child, and the utter torment that would present for a child, because you don't even have the understanding yet to understand right and wrong. You just think, well, your parent is supposed to love you, but wait a minute, they're mistreating me. Does that mean that that's love? I mean, it's just total chaos and confusion. And so it's utterly traumatizing for the children, and it's just a sad, sad state of affairs. So I just think they should really put an end to that. There should be some kind of laws or something in effect to where narcissists are not allowed to procreate. They should have also like a narc registry. This is in the same way that they have a pedophile registry or like sex offender registry. They should make narcissists register so there's some public domain where people can look up like if the person is a narcissist. I mean, generally you don't know until it's too late, but at least you could kind of look up to confirm your suspicions, like, they should be banned from, like, dating sites. It would be a way to kind of clear up predators, you know, in the same way, you know, with child molesters and things like that, and sex offenders, where they have to register and they're not allowed to go near schools and things like that. At least it might help in some precautionary way if there was some way to verify who these people are. You could at least check and be like, yes, they're on there, I need to get away from them, you know what I mean? Or you could, like, employers could look it up if they suspected that the person was a narcissist, even if they already hired them, and they should just, like, be fired instantly. You know, they should look up the narc registry. And because, I mean, it's just totally unfair that these people are allowed to just psychologically torment other people. And I mean, I just don't think they should be allowed to do that. They should put an end to that. And if employers and other people stood up and said, we don't want this type of individual working for us, then other people may follow suit, like other companies may follow suit. But the problem is, some of the companies, narcissists are in charge, and so of course then they're going to try to bypass all of that stuff, because they want the mayhem to continue. They like chaos, and, you know, so there's a lot of issues with that would need to be worked out. There's a lot of kind of like kinks. But anyway, this video, I just wanted to discuss how narcissists actually have children for the sole purpose of extracting supply from them. I can't even imagine, like a mother, generally you bond with your child during the 9-month pregnancy period, 9 to 10-month pregnancy period. I can't even imagine what the narcissist is feeling during that time, because they don't have any ability to really bond with a child. So even when this being, this fetus, is growing within your body for the female narcissist, I just can't, I mean, they have zero ability to connect with this thing. It's just like a random object that's growing within them, that they reserve no plans to love, care for, guide in any way. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Like, I can't even imagine what are they even thinking when this thing is growing with inside of them. They don't have the normal emotional range that the rest of us do. So it's kind of hard to comprehend what are they even feeling, you know, what are they even thinking, you know? They're just more than likely just doing it for selfish reasons. Some narcs try to lock people down by getting them pregnant on purpose, females and male narcs. It goes both ways. So then, you know, the child is stuck in the mess, and then another part, you know, the partner also now may be stuck, you know, they're forever tied to the narcissist because they've gotten themselves pregnant. Now they've got all these people linked in for immediate supply that they're stuck to this person now indefinitely for the rest of their life. And so it's just sickening that a person would operate in such a manipulative manner and ruin all of these lives in the process, just for their own selfish reasons, for you know, extracting supply from the partner and the child, you know, from the partner who probably never wanted to be with them to begin with. But technically it's both people's fault because, you know, it was up to them to use. It's both people's responsibility to use contraception. So if you didn't, you actually also have a hand in that. But unless they did something totally, like they totally tricked you, which they do, you know, narcissists do, or said, they could have said like, oh, I'm on the pill and not really been on the pill. So it's, you know, it might not have been the other person's fault. Who knows? We all know these narcissists are up to no good and they're always cooking something up. So, but either way, many narcissists have children for the mere purpose of extracting supply from them. And it's just, you know, it's just absolutely shameful.